Hey everyone, it's Arash and welcome back to my crypto analytics channel. And today we are going to be discussing about the current condition of the crypto market through the technical and on-chain. So let's check out. Well, here we are. BTC has hit the highest level since June 2026, which is $80,000. And this rising price was so much unexpected thing which happened during last week, and so a lot of people are happy about this, which market is passing day after day a green candle through the upward, and some of these people are very sad because they were expecting the market going to fall more and they're gonna start accumulating in the lower prices. But what is the real thing? What is the matter thing right now? So the matter is that on my previous videos, I was speaking about this and then I was expecting the market going to fall down more. And then still I'm on my word and I'm saying, so the market gonna fall down more. But for what reason? There's a few reasons. I'm going to mention it right now through the technical and through the on-chain indexes. Then we will understand why I do not believe in this rising price. And in my opinion, this is totally artificial. It's not official at all. So let's start with the 50 weeks moving average. This moving average, which you can see this is the past 50 weeks moving average. So usually what happens with the 15 weeks moving average? Whenever the market starts to be a bear market, then the candles, weekly candles, let's shift on a weekly chart. So the weekly chart candles will go below 50 weeks moving average. I'll give you an example, okay? So if you pay attention about here, is 27th of December 2021. The market technically was making some like a double heads, double peaks, whatever you call, and then it was signaling us, so the structure is going to shift to the bear market, okay? As we had seen break of a structure right here too. Anyway, but still, this was above 15 weeks moving average, so it was falling down. This moving average was working as a resistance, then pushing the candle to the upward. Then we had about like a 136% upward, then again. So this is a double peak, right? So this double peak was working as a resistance again to the downward. So again, the price starts falling down. What's the difference now rather than here? So this time, the red candles was going below 15 weeks moving average and being stable below this. Then that's the point. So whenever the 50-week moving average was made as a BOS break of a structure and stable below that, so essentially we will be seeing a huge amount of drop, or basically people would say the market turns to the bear market. What? Once this happened, let's say from this peak, which the BTC was $68,000 to above this trend line, we had like a 30% bearish, okay? Then once it gone below this, then we had seen about 68% bearish, okay? Then what happens? Then we had an upward push right here. Then it works as a resistance to the downward. Then it couldn't break above it. Then the trend line pushed the price to the downward to the 68% bear. Okay. Then suddenly, the after how much can we say, after 1st of November 2021 until almost after 2 years, okay, 20 of February 2023, okay, then price slowly was making some triangle right here, some algorithms. Can you see this? So almost we can say at the end we were having a symmetrical triangle. Then the symmetrical triangle usually after a long term downward symmetrical channel, whatever, it turns to the upward. Usually it works like that. But anyway, so after this push, the price was rejected slowly right here. Then with a huge candle was stable above 15 weeks moving average. Guys, this is so much matter if you care about your money. Listen until the end. And also, so after stable, then slowly was making some branches here and then accumulating. Then suddenly we would say from 9th of October 2023, the main rally to the upward starts happening, right? Then from here to the peak, which the BTC had seen $126,000. So what do I say? So yeah, from $26,000, BTC suddenly starts rallying up toward $126,000. And at the time, we had seen 332% bull market. Okay, that's the last bull market which happened by according to 15 weeks moving average. But right now, since let's say since 10th of November 2025, the BTC starts falling down to the downward funnel or channel. And since BTC was $126,000 until the lowest level which we had seen this recently, the BTC has fallen more than 53% in downward. Okay. Then we had spoken about the first final flag, second final flag, and we were expecting the third final flag toward $50,000 to $54,000, then make the bottom of the bear market, then push the price to upward to be built for the bull market, whatever. Then suddenly what happened? If we just shift on a daily chart, suddenly what happened, guys? Suddenly, this is the final flag which we expected to fall more down than at the 7th of August 2026, which was just last week. Then price suddenly it starts rising very crazy, very artificial, very non-healthy. No one was expecting this much to rise price for the BTC or the crypto market in one single day, more than 8%. Sorry, not even one in one day, in 1 hour. Okay, so look at this. Let's shift on a for or let's shift on the daily. Okay, so can you see, guys? In one day, BTC price from 64, it hikes to 69. Then consecutively candles, a day after a day, was green. And I don't know, really. This is like horrible. An official bull market would never work like this because we are not just considering the technical stuff. We also analyzing the on-chain stuff and the other economic status too. Nothing caused this to happen. and that makes me a bit like to not trust in this bull market, and then still I would say the market gonna fall down. So let's finish the word with the 15 weeks moving average, then shift on chain. Okay, let's go back on a 50 weeks moving average and weekly chart. So as we said, whenever it's below the 50-week moving average trend line, it means still we got a bear market. And as far as we can see, the green candle has pushed toward upward right here. Then we can see still the candles are below this trend line, okay? Below this white trend line. What is the matter right now? The matter is that if we just focus on this one and zoom a bit more, then this line which says $82,000 and $79,000 is the prices. $82,000 is the SMA 50-week moving average, and $79,000 is the BTC price. Okay, if the price goes above $82,000 and gives us a very valid weekly green candle, then I would say I am totally wrong about the market structure that is bearish. Then that's an obvious thing. The market turns to the bull market. But if which I believe is still the market is bearish. So, but if the BTC price did not stable above $82,000, which is above 50 weeks moving average, then it falls down, then definitely we're gonna make sure that so this pump was not a healthy one, was a fake one, was a manipulation in the market as far as we can see every month, every I don't know, a couple of weeks by fucking Trump. Whatever, doesn't matter. So that's the thing with the 50-week moving average. We have done with it. Hopefully, it's not going to be stable above $82,000. As far as I really expect the market, can you see? So this is my kind of one of my strategies which I work on it. So as far as I would expect the BTC from these levels, which is $78,000, $79,000, or most likely $80,000, it starts falling down. It's not going to be stable above $82,000, hopefully. But if it does, then I'm wrong. So, what is next? I would like to drag you guys on on-chain stuff. So, this is the exchange net position changes by comparing the BTC price. Okay. In the past 1 year, that's the thing, guys. So, in the past 1 year, you can see the green one is the exchange net position changes, and the white one is the BTC price and BTC indicators price action. How far out? How far out the on-chain index is exchange trend line? Okay, let's say like that. Make it simple. It was falling there, falling down. Then the BTC price was following it, maybe with a delay, but it was following it. Then you can see during the months and months since October 2025 until even 1st of February 2026, many months, okay? It was working very, how can I say it? Very specifically, okay? So it was following the algorithm. Nothing weird, nothing like, I don't know, non valid. Everything was like fantastic. Well, in this case, BTC price was falling to $60,000. Let's say $60,000 in 5th of February 2026. Then this indicator was exactly below here, then making the double bottom, then have a back consolidation, then pushing the price of the upward. Then, do you know what is weird, guys? Then this indicator was hiking and hiking and hiking, very normal. Can you see the structure of the trend line? So, was passing the higher highs and higher lows day after day. Then the BTC price was following it. Then suddenly we are coming to this recently, which is last week. So then what happened? Here we had a bad consolidations. Then here we had a massive hike. The BTC price was going down. Then here was this indicator kind of ranging and having some volatilities. Then during this indicator was not even having a massive hike, but BTC price suddenly had rise toward $78,000 in one single day or 2 days, whatever. So this is so much weird to me. So if this indicator never had a mistake, so how can happen suddenly after many years, every structures will be ignored and changed? In my belief, as we have seen many manipulations in market, I would trust my patient, I would trust the economic status and on-chain data, and I would not believe in these market pump at all, because in this case, those smart sharks which wants us to believe the market turns to the bull market, they want to make us fool, and many people would believe this. Still, I'm not saying I'm totally wrong. I might be wrong. I'm not saying I'm totally right, so I might be wrong. But the thing is that market still will give us a chance, but I don't want to be fooled and put all my money into the market, and market will dump again. So in that case, I'm the fool one. And yeah, this is all I could do for you guys. Hopefully you like it and enjoy the video. If you didn't subscribe the channel, subscribe the channel, and let's see what it's going to happen for the BTC market. Anything happens, I will let you know.